What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. We're doing a vlog. We're gonna do a vlog. Okay, we can show the top of you. What's going on? You need to tell them something? You just need to do a Mia Cam? Mia Cam, go ahead. Here, you want to tell them how much fun you had at the party, the diaper party? My cousin's having a baby, and it was a diaper shower because they already have babies. She had the time of her life at that party. Time of her life. And now we're back home, and it's just so amazing to me how I really do a decent job between me and my husband of doing a general pickup of my house, like by the end of the night into the morning. But it's just so much chaos during the day that like my house, I don't even know what happens to it. So this is a vlog that we're gonna start at night. We're starting a nighttime vlog. Yeah, we're starting a nighttime vlog. Yeah. Oh, they can't see you. Because I was like, the internet needs to see what a real house be looking like sometimes, because I'm so over me wanting my house to be a step. My cat's over here behind me. Oh, the truck. She thinks this is the truck. I gotta turn your bath water off, girl. She thinks it's trolley, the truck. Truck. Someone at my job gave this to her. Oh, train. She wants this one. She got this for Christmas. This is actually a whole train set that it's way too big to set up somewhere. So this is her train that she got for Christmas. That's supposed to be on a whole track. It has a whole setup, but I don't know where I would set it up. It's pretty big and it's annoying to do on the floor because it's not really meant to be on the floor. Girl. Okay, let me go get your bath water. The bath is running over. Too much water, we're wasting water, girl. Okay, just cut this off. My house, like, okay, I don't know. Like, stuff just ends up everywhere, and this is just one child, you know? Just one child. I was mainly looking at my kitchen. Don't mind that. Like, I swear everything was in perfect, like she was playing with that. I don't understand. But these are the times I'm gonna miss one day. And it's okay because everybody's house looks just like this. I just have to get over it. So yeah, all I'm doing is I'm gonna give her a bath. I don't know what Sunday holds for me. I don't. I'm gonna actually try to be good and go to the gym. I wish there was a gym that opened up before 8 on the weekends, but it's not. So either way, I'm going to get up early tomorrow and do something. It might be straighten up the house because I don't think I'm going to. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it tonight. Coming in from the future, just to let you know, I didn't do any of those things that I said I was gonna do when I said I was gonna get up early Sunday. I don't even remember what I ended up doing Sunday. I'm pretty sure I did end up straightening up my house the next day. I just barely had the energy to put the groceries away that you saw I just brought in. And I basically didn't vlog at all anymore until the next clip you're gonna see, which is Wednesday when I was driving home from work. And I was like, look, you said you were gonna get up a vlog, let's get up a vlog. So that's where we're picking up. But Monday I just went over a friend's house. And then I was like gearing to go back to work. We had the freaking polar vortex in Chicago where it was negative a million degrees in here, and we still had to go to work Tuesday. But you'll just see the next clip of me talking about all things mom. But just wanted to clarify that I didn't do anything that I said I was gonna do. So let's get back to the video. Same girl, different angle. All right. Because I realized for some reason the devil is a liar, and this never happened to me before, that I recorded a whole clip of me talking when I was driving home and it just doesn't have any audio, and it was on my phone, and that's never happened before. So I'm just gonna summarize pretty much what I said, because I do a lot of talking at the end of this video about going back and forth. But what sparked it was I was at work and my coworker who was having a baby, like she was looking at daycares, and another coworker recommended the daycare she used for her kids. So we were all looking at it and the pricing and stuff, And then I don't know why it just finally came to my brain that one day I might have to more than likely pay tuition for Mia. Like, I never really thought about it yet. Like, I thought about, okay, what school am I going to send her to? But I still haven't decided exactly where we're going to live at long term. I don't know if we're going to stay where we're at now or what. It was a Montessori school, and that was what I kind of wanted to ask about. Anyone who has experiences with Montessori schools, if you transition from a Montessori school to a traditional school, you or your children, advice on that, because as I talk about later on at the end of this video, life is just so expensive and you just want to give your kids the world. You only get to make these decisions once. Like, your kids are only little once. And I know you can always change. Like, if she doesn't fit into a regular school or Montessori school, you can always change them out. I don't know. I just like the idea of the Montessori school for her, as long as academically she's able to keep up when it is time to move on. Like, if she wants to be a doctor, I don't want her to, you know, end up going to high school and college and somehow the Montessori school I sent her to really had her behind. But anyways, I feel like Montessori school is like a version of homeschool, but in a particular, like a organic homeschool, but like in a school setting, like around other kids, if that makes sense. But I love the idea of it regardless. Yeah, so if you have any thoughts about that, let me know, because then I was looking at other programs and I was thinking like, or I can send her to private school, Catholic school. Like, I grew up going to Catholic school pretty much my whole life, so that's what I know in my experience. And I don't know if I would just send her to public schools. I live in Chicago. I could just send her to Chicago public schools for free. That's always an option, but I just don't know. That's why I was saying before too in the other clip that it's like God knew what he was doing when he didn't allow me to be a stay-at-home mom, because I came to realize too, like financially, like the things that we want to do, I always desire to have an income. Like, it's just my desire. And had I been a stay-at-home mom when he let me, when I begged to be a stay-at-home mom and I was praying about it, and I ended up coming back to work when Mia was like 3 months old, which I don't plan to do with my second kid. I want to take a little bit more time off, but I would have been miserable. Like, it would have not been a perfect timing for me. And God knows all. He knows what's best for you. And when he's not releasing you from something yet, he knows what that is. But I've still been wrestling and trying to figure it out, because I'm still here now wrestling and trying to figure that out, because I've talked about my issues with where do I want to work, what do I want to do, and I talk about all that stuff later on in the video. But that's why there's like a weird jump to me getting out of the car and showing you stuff I bought from Costco, because I was just talking to y'all for like 10 minutes and then I don't know, maybe it was my phone connected to the Bluetooth on my car, but I've never had this issue before, and I've driven and talked before, I'm pretty sure, using my phone. So I don't know. Either way, now you're gonna see my Costco haul, and I pretty much discuss all this stuff later on. If you have any thoughts on Montessori school, please let me know, or just any thoughts you have if you're a parent on why you chose what you chose for your kids to send them to some school or do some program. Let me know, because I would love to know. But anyways, we'll get into the next clip, because I do a lot of talking at the end of this video anyways. I'll get into my Costco haul. We're gonna do a quick Costco haul before I go in the house, because I never can remember to do a haul when I buy stuff, because I just get home and I'm like in such a rush to get things where they belong. And it is a very cold January day, so I'm gonna hurry up. Like, that polar vortex or whatever came from the North Pole. It just happened, so it's so cold right now. But anyways, they did not have any rotisserie chickens like I wish they would have. But nonetheless, this is what I got from Costco today after I got some gas. All right, so I always get oatmeal because we eat oatmeal pretty much every day. I recently fell in love with these. Like, I was buying the individual ones from Target or wherever, and I love them, so I saw them at Costco, so I got them. I always get frozen mangoes because I make a whole lot of smoothies. I'm in Chicago, so I gotta like watch my back. I'm like, don't pop up on me, anybody. Okay. But then after I got the mangoes, this lady, they were, tell me if y'all know this product or if they just duped me and oversold me on this stuff. I make so many smoothies in my house. So this brand, they were sitting there with their own table, like a whole section of a table out, giving out samples of this to make smoothies, and it's so good. Let me show you the nutrition on it and the ingredients if you want to see. So the lady was saying these are like $30, $40 a bottle, but I got 2 bottles for $40. And it's just the sugar from the fruit, and I see they do have like the natural flavors and whatever for color, and it's the concentrates, but like you only do like 2 ounces of water and some ice. So then I just would do that because I make so many protein shakes, not only for me. Mia loves to have smoothies, and my husband and my dad. So like I'm gonna try that out, but I still got these anyway because I'll run out of this, and like I always need like frozen fruit. I haven't gotten salmon in a while, but salmon, because that's one of my easy go-to meals. This is some frozen broccoli, and then a lot of plates. Yogurt for Mia. This is her Stonyfield yogurt. Oh my gosh, I love this meat that they have where you just put it on the skillet and you fry it up. Or sear it, whatever, sorry. And it's good. You just cut it up for taco meat, and it's really great. Marinated skirt steak. And then on the bottom is, I love some boneless chicken thighs. I just used the rest of what I had recently to make some soup. So that's really it. I only went in there for like the broccoli and the oatmeal. Oh, and I also got a case of water, but like I ended up getting so much other stuff. So yeah. That's it for that. But now we are gonna make it. Please don't mind. Look at all this. If you live in a city where there's just salt all over the ground, like, you know, I can't touch my coat to the car without getting a bunch of stuff on it. Okay, let me grab all my stuff and get in the house. My car is so terrible. I need to clean it out. It's like, and these balloons are from the party. They let us take some home. That cookie is from the party. That is a cookie from the party that Mia walked out with, and she threw it there when she got in the car screaming, realizing that we were leaving the party and she couldn't go back. But yeah, I'm gonna grab my stuff, get in the house. I'm not cleaning my car out until it gets warmer outside. I refuse. It is so much disgusting stuff in my car right now, but I'm not doing it. And I actually just got it detailed too recently, like before it went wild in here. Right after I got my car detailed, I spilled a whole bag of her freaking snacks on the floor. I was gonna clean them up, never did. And then my mom sat in the back seat and she like crunched them all on the floor, and I just keep staring at them like, I'm gonna clean them up. And then I realized my dad left like a Starbucks like lemon loaf on the floor that's been frozen and thawed out 10,000 times. There's cookies, and I just feel like disgusting. That's what was that TikTok that people were talking about where it was like, that girl she had like 12 diapers in the house that she hadn't thrown away or something, and people were coming at her in the comments, and they were like, well, my 12 diapers is the fact that all I ate. Some people were showing their own, like airing their own dirty laundry out because people were trying to judge this lady for that. But yeah, this is my 12 dirty diapers because my car is disgusting right now, and it's really sad. But anyways, let me get in the house. Don't mind my stray cat that I always say I would adopt if I didn't have 2 cats and a baby already in the house, but here we are. I also thought about taking her to the shelter, but they always say like, just leave stray cats where they are. It's better for them. They don't really have the money to keep them, and she's doing just fine out here. I guess what might end up being dinner, I don't really know 100%. I just microwaved. What is that? What's that? What you look? What is that? What is that? Chicken. Yeah, that's a chicken. I thought it was a chicken. What is that? That's a donkey. Hee-haw. What's that? Bunny. Good job. That's a ferret. I air fried chicken wings a few days ago, and so me and Mia are just gonna have some of these and then see where our appetite takes us after that, because I don't know what else I really want to eat, so we'll do that right now. for tomorrow for when I go to work, my mother-in-law requested I make some soup for her from scratch I usually make. So I popped the recipe on the screen. I got it from Pinterest. It's a homemade cream of chicken soup that I put like rice or cauliflower rice or spinach and broccoli in, just adding some stuff. But the base is you just melt butter, and she usually doesn't eat the whole thing by herself, but you melt butter. And then when the butter is melted, just add in some flour, about like, I think it was like an equal amount. And I've made it so many times, I never look at the recipe anymore. But I like it to be kind of thick. So I'll do about 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna whisk that together. And then after I whisk that together, it gets pretty thick. And then I add in this, which is half a cup of heavy cream and half a cup of the chicken broth that she's now. I don't think I'm gonna open up that chicken broth for you. Where is my whisk? Okay. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so I'm gonna whisk this together and I'll show you the final product. This is about the consistency I'm looking for. Sometimes it's a little thicker than this. You just gotta play around with it, make it like this and see how you like it. But honestly, this is okay. So now, I like to just kind of slowly pour in this and then like mix that together, let that thoroughly mix with it. It thins it out. Okay, girl, I'm kind of, so, okay, I'm sorry. All right, I'm going to see how now it's thickened back up now that I poured that in there. So you're just gonna slowly pour that in. I'll show you the seasonings I add and everything else I add. This is about how it looks after you've mixed in all the heavy cream and chicken broth. Sorry that pepper's so loud. Don't judge my old measuring cup. Like, this measuring cup does the job. I can barely see the stuff on it, but I refuse to throw it away because it always comes in handy. Now I'm gonna add in all my seasonings. This spicens up salads, soups, whatever you want to put in there. So if you try this out, it's great. Trader Joe's also has a version that's like 22 spices, or I don't know, 21 spices, but this one's really good. Thin it out with a little bit more chicken broth. This is the final product pretty much. Salt to taste. I added in some frozen spinach and some already cooked rice in here. So this is like a homemade cream of chicken soup, and then you can like thin it out more with more chicken broth if you want. It tends to thicken up when you put it in the fridge, but yeah. I'm gonna just finish cleaning up, play with her a little bit. I'm actually gonna make a smoothie, not with that stuff I got from Costco, but just a smoothie how I usually make them, just to hold her over because she's just kind of being a bit of a picky eater today, not really eating that much, eating a bunch of random stuff, but really just wants to eat COOKIES. More means she's ready for it. There you go. Done with that. And this, playing with my seasonings. Disregard my hair. My goodness. It is like about an hour later. I just put Mia to bed. But what's so funny is, as you can see, I'm wearing my glasses again. And I just wanted to add in real quick that the video I'm about to reference is funny because I know in that video, this video, about wanting to be a stay-at-home mom, I was talking about how forgive me because I need my glasses, so I was apologizing for the glare. That video was only 4 months ago, and now my eyes have changed to the point where I kind of really need them. Like, it's no joke. Like, anyways, I am referencing that video because I'm kind of in like a, is this a millennial thing where we just don't know what we want to do with life? Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just so all over the place, and it's been bothering me because I've been reading so much in the Bible about don't be a double-minded, because if you ask God for wisdom, he will give it to you generously. But when you ask, don't doubt, otherwise you won't receive anything and you'll be considered double-minded. I feel like I've just been constantly going back and forth. If you watched my last video, I was talking about a job offer that I turned down-ish, But then I just kind of started to feel like I did want the job offer again, if that makes sense. Like I was reaching back out for it. I was like sprucing up my resume because I was like, you know what? I really came to realize, this is why I was talking about the stay-at-home mom video. I know it's not for me to just solely be a stay-at-home mom. Like my best friend Taylor, again, I know you're gonna watch this, girl. For her, she can stay in the house all day long and just take care of her house and be just fine. Even when her kids go to elementary school, high school, college, like she will be just fine. For me, I know my brain gets so bored when I'm not focused on doing something actively. I know I do, but it's just so hard with the work-life balance of wanting to be present for your kids. If you hear any random noises in the background, it's my cats playing with all of Mia's toys that are on the floor that I still need to pick up. I don't do well with like not having an active routine of something to focus on. And I'm still trying to figure out what that is. Because even if I took the job as work from home, like it still requires a lot of your time and attention. And I've always said, I don't want to work for anybody. I don't want to clock in and out. It's just not for me. I love homemaking and having the freedom to be able to take care. And I do. Now that I'm saying it, it's like arising this joy in my heart of being able to really be home and steward my home and allow that to be my main priority while also having something else I'm doing. And so I'm just trying to ride the waves and figure out what Jesus is saying. Because to be honest, in a way, I feel like I started to doubt what he's been telling me that my life is going to be like one day in the future. And I'm just looking for any easy cop out that makes sense in a way. Because again, if I wanted to quit my job tomorrow, my husband would not be mad at me. Like he would be like, okay, we're going to have to figure stuff out financially, but he would make it work. I just don't want to be stressed out financially. And then, like I said, I was looking at all these expensive schools and I want to put her in all these activities. So I got to figure something out. But again, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. Like you don't have to be stressed out about money. And I was talking about that in my other video. You don't have to be worried about money and the clothes you're going to wear, and God knows the desires of your heart, and he desires to be a good father. And the Bible talks so much about how if you desire to be a good parent to your child and we as humans are evil, how much more do you think God desires to be good to us? You know what I mean? I was saying earlier, I'm glad that God didn't give it to me to just be a stay-at-home mom when I was begging to do it when I first went back to work when Mia was born, because that's not what God has planned for me, and it's just not in me to do that. And it's in a lot of people to do that, and I wish it was in me to just do that, but it's just not in me to just do that. My brain just gets so bored and sleepy when I'm just home all day. Like it's so weird. Over the summer, I did find myself wanting to get back to like some kind of a routine of leaving the house every day and getting a little bit of time to myself, which is why I also kind of convinced myself to take that stay-at-home job, because I was like, at least I don't have to start till 9-ish or 8-ish, and then I am working from home, so I have time to get up, go to the gym by 5 in the morning, come home, shower, make breakfast. Like I have time to do those things before I work at home. But at the same time, I just don't like the majority of my day being clogged up by focusing on other things. Like I want to be able to steward my home and make both dreams happen, if that makes sense. So that would not have happened if I would have just quit my job and just been a stay-at-home mom a year and a half ago. I still don't know what I want to do. I'm still trying to figure it out. Just praying to God about it. Part of me is like just questioning, am I doubting? I've been just trying to do a lot of heart posture checks and ask myself, why am I doing what I'm doing? Is it for the money or is it for God? Like if I take a job or I make a change in my life, why am I doing it? And even with YouTube, it's like I felt like I kind of was taking a break from it because I started to envy people who make a lot of money from it. And I don't want that to become my sole focus. I talked about how I took a few weeks off in December, I think, because I noticed I was almost going to start to get clickbaity, and I don't ever want to do that. Like as in clickbaity because I'm trying to make it happen in my own strength. Like whatever I do, I want it to be God doing. And I think that's what's so scary about it, because I think another reason why I wanted to take that job is because of the certainty of it. And if I did YouTube or entrepreneurial, like something entrepreneurial wise, it's so uncertain. Like even people who do make decent money from it, watching what happened to TikTok and how that went away and it came back and we still don't know. And all the people who were able to make their lives amazing based on the money they're making from TikTok, like stay-at-home moms, people who have been struggling to rely on it, is so scary. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm still blessed. I can always get a regular job again if I did this and then for some reason it didn't work out financially. We can make it work. My husband can make it work with his job. We can make it work. And it's not about all the things you can obtain, if that makes sense, like money-wise, but it's just about being comfortable. And I do want to give Mia the world. I was researching schools and like I said, I was trying to figure out sports and should I send her to a school that has a bunch of sports or should I focus on the academics? Because I can always enroll her in outside sports and stuff. And then also paying for sports and stuff and all the fees, and if I have another kid, dividing that by 2, it's a lot of money. And now I see why. It's so crazy, again, me being ignorant to it, not really thinking about it, but again, God will provide if it's meant to be. But that's why a lot of people don't want to have a bunch of kids. Like a lot of people be having 4 or 5 kids, and that's fine, but I really want to be able to give my child an amazing experience in life and to expose her to all things possible. And if she picks something and sticks with it, I want to be able to afford for her to do those things. So if I have 5 kids, I'm trying to figure out how to do it times 1, let alone times 5. So yeah, not that I ever really thought about having 5 kids. I have not. I've thought about having up to 3, but I know I want at least 2, but I've thought about 3. But if I have 3, God really gonna have to bless me financially because it's wild in these streets. But yeah, all in all, I don't think I want to just be a stay-at-home mom, even though there is no downside to that because it's really like in my mind, I part of me just wishes I loved having a job so I can just go have a job and make money and not worry about this. The other part of me wishes I could just be a stay-at-home mom and want to do that because then I would just be passionate about that path and we'd figure it out and that's fine. But I'm in this weird in between of like, I don't want to quite do either one and I don't know what it is, but I'm just going to sit here and pray on it and wait for God to create that path for me because I've been creating my own paths and my own strengths for way too long now. And I've just been wandering, and it's so hard for me every time I read the Bible and it talks about being double-minded. I'm like, God, every day I go back and forth about, do I take this job? Do I not take this job? Do I stay in this job I'm in now? Do I not? Do I just be a stay-at-home mom and be happy with that? Or do I stress out about the finances? What if something happens to my husband? Then what am I going to do? Like, it's just, I'm always like double-minded and trying to figure it out. And I'm really trying to figure out the balance between being prepared, but also dependent on God, if that makes sense. So that's just me airing out all my thoughts. I'm pretty sure I said everything I had to think about to say, but that's gonna be the end of this video. I wanted to do a lighter vlog because I've been doing a lot of heavy hitter sit down videos lately. So I said, let me just get back to doing a lighthearted vlog. Ain't nothing wrong with a little lighthearted vlog. Y'all need to see me not sitting down crying, being depressed as I'm reading the Bible. Like the Bible's great and all, but I'm gonna show you some verses when I can. But at the end of the day, we are positive Patty, okay? So thank you so much for watching. I want to pray for you. I forget at the end of all my videos to pray for you while I pray for me while I pray for you. And just that if you are also feeling lost and you're trying to figure out your life and you don't know what the heck is going on, just that God will give you peace and clarity and wisdom and do not be double-minded like me because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So yeah, I just pray you feel the peace of the Holy Spirit come upon you and that you will be able to walk through the narrow gates, the path that God has planned for you, and you will have the courage and the faith to do so. Because I'm definitely praying for that for myself. So yeah, thank you so much for watching.